안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 Jenny예요. Hello everyone, my name is Jenny and today we're going to be talking about 은데. 은데 has several different forms, several different translations. Today we're just going to be focusing on this one, where it's used to contrast two facts or conditions, and it has the same meaning as phrase 1, but phrase 2. This is for the adjective form, 은데. 는데 is the verb form. We'll be learning that in the next video. Let's look at some examples first. 오늘 날씨는 더운데 어제 바람은 시원했어요. 언니가 예쁜데 남자친구가 없어요. 한국어가 어려운데 재미있어요. 그 빨간 치마가 비싼데 예뻐요. 오늘 날씨는 더운데 the weather today is hot, but 어제 바람, the wind yesterday's wind, 시원했어요, was refreshing, was cool. 언니가 예쁜데 my older sister is pretty, but 남자친구가 없어요. She doesn't have a boyfriend. 한국어가 어려운데 Korean language is difficult, but 재미있어요. It's interesting, it's fun. And you can expand the sentence by saying something like 재미있어서 배우기로 했어요. I decided to learn it. 그 빨간 치마가 비싼데 that red skirt is expensive, but 예뻐요. It's pretty. 은데 and 지만 both can be translated as but they have a different underlying function for each of them. The main function of 은데 or 는데 for the verb form is providing background information in the first phrase. So, its main function is to explain why you chose to say phrase 2 by providing background information in phrase 1. 지만 is more focused on providing a stark contrast. So let's look at the same sentence here with 은데 and then 지만. 동생은 키가 큰데 my younger sibling is tall, but 형은 키가 작아요. My older brother is short. Why are you providing this first clause here? 동생은 키가 큰데. It's providing background information to better understand the second phrase. You could just say 형은 키가 작아요, but you want to give the listener a little bit more information. Like, why is that relevant? Why is that special? Because, well, older brothers are older, but they're not necessarily taller. So you're providing background information for the listener to better understand this sentence here. 동생은 키가 크지만 형은 키가 작아요. In this case, you're more like, the underlying meaning is more like, it's true that my younger brother is tall, but my older brother is short. There's more of an emphasis on the first statement because you are contrasting two things. Like, yes, this thing, but this thing too. 은데 is always attached directly to the end of the adjective stem. If the stem ends in a vowel, use 니은데. If the stem ends in a consonant, use 은데. So 비싼데, 좋은데, these are your regulars here. 긴데, 추운데, 바쁜데. 타크야 씨가 조용한데, 조용하다 to be quiet, personality-wise. 인기가 많아요. 타크야 씨 is quiet, but he is popular. To emphasize contrast between two things, you can use the topic marker. This is one of the other functions of the topic marker. So instead of using the subject marker, 이가, or the object marker, 을, you can replace it with 는 to emphasize the contrast between two things when the people or things being compared are the subjects or the objects. So let's look at an example. 지하철은 항상 빠른데 차는 그렇지 않아요. You could say 지하철가 항상 빠른데 차가 그러지 않아요. You could say that. But to emphasize the contrast between the two, you're adding the topic marker. So, as for this topic, this thing. But as for this topic, something else. So the subway, 지하철은 항상 빠른데, is always fast. But cars are not always like that. 그렇지 않아요. 출근 시간에, at the time when you get off work, 차로 빨리 갈 수 없어요. You cannot go fast by car because of the rush hour traffic, right? When the subject or object has a time or location marker or 한때 added to the end of it, you can add the topic marker like so to make 에는, 에서는, 한때는. 앤디 씨가 학교에서는 말을 많이 하는데 this is a verb form. 집에서는 말을 하지 않아요. Andy talks a lot when he's at school, but he doesn't talk that much when he's at home. 보통 아침에는 집에서 먹는데 another verb form. 밤에는 외식을 해요. I usually eat, in this case, in the morning. I usually eat at home in the morning, but at night I usually do 외식. 외식 is eating out. 외 is out. 식 as in 식사, meal. So eating outside of your house. 무슨 일이 있어? What's wrong? What's the matter? 나한테는, this is the informal form. If you wanted to use the formal version, you would have to say 저한테는. 말해도 돼. What's wrong? What's the matter? You can tell me. In this case, what you're emphasizing is to me. You might not be able to tell other people. You might not want to tell your mom or your boyfriend or your roommate, but 나한테는 말해도 돼. You can tell me. I won't tell anybody else. You can tell me. 어제 속상했는데 오늘은 행복해요. You can use the 은데, 은데 form with past tense. 속상하다 is a adjective, but past tense is conjugated like this. 어제 속상했는데 I was gloomy, I was depressed yesterday, but today I'm happy. 방의 왼쪽은 깨끗한데, 깨끗하다 to be clean. 방의 오른쪽은 더러워요. The left side of the room is clean, but the right side of the room is dirty. 이건 안 돼요. This will not do. This is not acceptable. 당장 정리하세요. Clean it up, organize it immediately. 우리는 키와 외모가 비슷한데 나이는 5살 차이가 있어요. 차이가 있어요 is to have like a gap. 키, height, 외모 is outer appearance. Same way as in 외식. So out appearance, outer appearance. Our 비슷하다 is to be similar. So our height and our outer appearance is similar, but there is a 5-year age gap between us. 지난주에 지리산에 갔어요. Last week I went to 지리산, Jiri Mountain. 어때요? How was it? 높은 곳이 두렵지 않아요? Aren't you scared of high places? 아주 높은데 it was really high, but 경치가 아름다워서 괜찮았어요. Because the 경치, the scenery was beautiful, it was okay. 지리산 is located right about here, and this is the view from 지리산. This is the 경치. 한국어로 읽는 것. 건 is a contraction of 것 and the topic marker. So 것은 becomes 건. 한국어로 읽는 건 쉬운데. Reading in Korean is easy, but 말하는 건 어려워요. Speaking is not easy. 그 남자가 왜 여자친구가 없을까요? 을까요? Is like a guess, like why is that so? Why does that man not have a girlfriend? And the older woman is thinking, 이 아이는 착한데 he's nice, this kid is nice, but 매력이 없는 것 같아. I think he doesn't have any 매력, any charm. 할머니, 너무하신 거 아니에요? 너무하다 is to be too much, too harsh. And then 신 is the honorific, adding honorific to this. Grandma, don't you think you're being too harsh? 진실은데. This is a different form of 은데. This is a noun form, and it's not translated as but in this case, but you'll learn other translations of 은데 later on. So in this case, she's just saying, it's true though. That is it for this lesson. 잘했어요. 다음에 봐요. See you later.